Hello, it's Kristen here, and I thought I'd just go live for a moment to show you what I've been up to or what I am being up to. Since we had yesterday here in the UK the sort of green light for reopening of studios on the 12th, which is next Monday. I will actually open on the 20th because it just so happens that the week of the 12th I'm away for some training, so it will have to wait a week, but classes and online sessions will continue also during the week of the 12th to a degree, and they will continue anyway. I think working online is great and has a lot of plus points, lots of pros and cons, of course, compared to working together in person. But I'm really enjoying it, and I find it, I think it's great. It's a great discovery. It's crazy we didn't use it as much before the pandemic as we do now. But it's great to have the choice, isn't it? It's great to be able to really get together, and if you are finding that the Pilates equipment is really helpful to you, or that you just kind of prefer working in person, sharing the space with a real three-dimensional person, and getting away getting out of the house and going somewhere else, then you'll be welcome back here in my little studio at Leonsea from the 20th. So I'm getting ready right now, and I'm at my studio right now. And I just wanted to show you where things are at, because things have changed around a little bit in here. So if you used to come here last year at some point, you might find it's a little different now. And if you've never been here before, maybe this might make you curious and come around. So I'm going to switch this camera around if I can do that. I've not done that on Facebook. Yes, I can. Okay, perfect. So I'll start with you here, because when you first come in, we've got the little tray here with all sorts of, hand gels and so on. And I also have here the basket with plenty of other safety-related things, masks and temperature, thermometer, more hand gels and backup of everything. So we're well equipped. I have a new decorated internal window. So if you've seen this before, there was a different garden here, so this is all a little prettier now. And of course there is a softbox. This is part of the lighting for the Zoom classes and for the private sessions online, and they will stay in here. I've got two of those ones over there. They will stay in here, of course, because I will still do lots of online work. And here in the back of the room, that's where the trap table used to be, if you remember, the large piece of equipment, if you know this space. I have now created space in the back here for mat work or for general movement stuff without the equipment, but also for somatic experiencing sessions and non-movement based sessions. So I've got my lovely chair there. I'll get some other seated opportunities in here. It's not quite ready yet. A bit more decoration as well. And right now there is the computer and the camera set up for the class later on and for a couple of sessions later on. So you normally don't see that view. And that will also change. So in the next few weeks, a desk will go there. So I'll be able to work more comfortably with online sessions in here as well. Did these over the Easter weekend. Lovely little window stickers, have something a little bit cheerful and spring-like decoration in here as well, making us feel a bit more happy maybe. Charlie has his visor on, ready to go. And then when you turn around and look this way, you can see that the trapeze table, my beautiful piece of Pilates equipment, is in the middle of the room now. So it kind of works like a room divider. And we can get around. We have plenty of space to get around it, which is great. And then there is also, of course, the reformer and the chair sort of hidden behind that box there. And the sofa at the back there, that's not in use at the moment because of the fabric and possible contamination, so that's a bit in the back there, and we'll find other options for that. But yeah, the cool thing is now that I thought, mainly it's just one-to-one work for now. Anyway, we're not really allowed to do group classes until mid-May, but they will continue online anyway. But if we can work together here on a one-to-one basis, but also as before, in between lockdowns, we can also work together here if there's two of you, let's say, from the same household. So if you and your partner want to do sessions or come together, that would be fine. And then we can really sort of split up and use the space. And maybe as time continues, we can do shared sessions in here again, maybe 3 people or maybe even 4 people, but I wouldn't really fill the room with more than that, and that's fine in the future. But that now kind of feels for me like a good plan to sort of divide the room out. So potentially someone could be on the reform over there and someone can be on the mat over here, and there's plenty of space to get around. And also to sort of have this divide of the room where this is a little bit more of the online section, the mat-based area, and the somatic experiencing area, and this part of the room is more of the Pilates equipment sort of side of things. And then this big box that's here in the middle has an air purifier in it, and I have not set it up yet or figured out how it works. But this is a really cool thing that I got because it's just basically, from my perspective, anything that can help us feel safer is basically a good thing. Anything that can help us in that way, particularly if it doesn't make us feel more restricted in some way. So when you come back to the studio, or if you want to come here, we will still have a policy of wearing masks unless you can't wear them for health reasons, or if you're working, let's say, on the equipment, or if you're doing movement work that's more strenuous and you feel like your breathing is restricted, then absolutely you can take them off. But in general, there will be a policy continuing to wear masks, and we will have both windows fully open and do everything else that we can in terms of social distancing and keeping things very clean between each session to make it as safe as possible. But this machine will just add a little extra, and it's brilliant because it's an air purifier that also filters bacteria and viruses and allergens as well, and general pollution. So I thought this is actually a really cool thing to get, not just because of coronavirus, that's obviously the main reason I got it, but beyond that, I thought even if coronavirus was gone within months, which it probably won't be, but if it wasn't an issue anymore, this seems like a great investment for me, because healthier air, what could be better? Getting rid of pollution and allergens and bacteria in here. So that would be brilliant. And of course, right now, having that little bit extra that can make us feel reassured that the air will be a little bit more clean in terms of current risks. That would be, I think, adding really a lot to how we feel in here. And yeah, I really want to make sure that we don't feel compromised or too compromised, or feeling like we're taking risks just because we want to be in the same space. So yeah, I will take a moment in a minute to read through this manual to figure out how all this works and set it up so it's ready for the 20th when I reopen. And like I said, a couple of changes still need to be done to make this room a little bit more multi-purpose so that it works for us as we're working in person together, as well as continuing to work with you online from here. So I wanna do it all. So that's where I am at. I'm just gonna switch this camera back. I hope that gave you a nice little insight into my beautiful space, which has been so sort of dusty and quiet this whole year. And I very much look forward to it getting busier in here again a little bit. Yeah, and to make changes that represent or work with the changes that we're all making as we're moving forward. And yeah, let's take a step at a time, see how it goes. And like I said, you know, you're welcome back from the 20th, and you're just as welcome online moving forward as well. Like I said, I'm absolutely loving working with you online, and we'll be also excited to be back here with you, and you know, let you benefit from the beautiful Pilates equipment, which can just make such a difference to us in terms of how we feel in our body and movement health and so on. So yeah, let's see how it goes. And I will be here, and I hope maybe some of you might be too. And if you've got any questions, obviously, about the policies in terms of the safety policies that are in place, I will put them out again soon as well. They're also on my website, but just get in touch if you're interested. I'm in Leonsea, and open back from the 20th. And yeah, feel free to reach out if you would like to come by. So that's me for today. And you take care out there.